Am I the asshole for refusing to sign a marriage contract that gives my spouse a percentage of my income? I'm not the kind of person who runs to the internet every time there's conflict in a relationship. But this situation blew up so fast and so hard that I genuinely need outside opinions. I'm a 30-year-old man. I was dating a 27-year-old woman who lived in a nearby town. We'd been together for about 3 months, and honestly, everything felt great. We spent Christmas together, planned a trip to Canada, talked about long-term goals, values, kids, money, all of it. It felt solid. She did have one thing, though, anxiety about the future of the relationship, especially when we were apart. But every time it came up, we talked it through and moved forward. Then came Saturday night. We were on a late-night video call when she brought up something she called her non-negotiables. Apparently, she had a literal written list of requirements for any serious relationship. She'd mentioned it before, and while it felt a bit intense, the items themselves were reasonable, so I didn't think much of it. Until she added a new one. She told me that if she ever got married, her husband would be required to sign a legal contract guaranteeing her a percentage of his income. Not a prenup. Not shared finances. A contract obligating income, no matter what. She asked me directly if I would agree to that. I told her honestly, no, I didn't feel comfortable with that. That answer triggered a multi-day argument. She sent me long messages explaining why this was essential to her. She cited her background growing up in a single-income household in the Philippines, her experience working as a paralegal, her identity as a woman, and trauma from her last relationship. She said she could never fully trust a man to provide unless it was legally enforced. She made it very clear, this was not negotiable. Eventually, it turned into an ultimatum. Either I verbally agree right now that I would sign this contract in the future, or she would find another man who would. From my perspective, this felt insane. We had been together 3 months, and I was being asked to pre-commit to a lifelong, legally binding financial obligation before we were even engaged. I tried to explain that my discomfort wasn't about refusing to support a future spouse, it was about being pressured into a contract under threat of abandonment. She wouldn't hear it. Yesterday, she ended things. She accused me of manipulating her into settling. She said I reminded her of her ex, who dismissed her concerns and failed to show effort. According to her, my refusal to agree to the contract proved I wouldn't support her emotionally or financially and didn't care enough to make her feel safe. She insists what she asked for is completely reasonable, and that my refusal was more than enough reason to end the relationship. So now I'm left wondering, am I the asshole for refusing to agree to a marriage contract that guarantees my partner a percentage of my income?